So I've had this guitar for some time now, which is the Ibanez RG 320DXFM. Ibanez well known for naming their guitars really well and very memorably. I bought it back in 2008 when this guitar had a 6-month or so run. It was pretty cheap at the time, and it was a guitar that had a trem lock on it, and that's what I wanted the most. Little did I know that guitars that at that price range with trem lock systems weren't brilliant, but it's still great for what I need it for. I had no idea about pickups and how guitars really should sound like. Over the years since then, I've discovered what a guitar should kind of sound like, and the infinity pickups on the guitar at the time were terrible. I then swapped out the bridge pickup with a Manson MBK2, which is a modded bare knuckle nail bomb humbucker, and I've also added a push-pull pot in the volume for coil split, but I still do use the bridge pickup sometimes, and it just lacks what I need it to, which brings me on to a new pickup. So the pickup I'm going to be installing is from Bare Knuckle Pickups, so let's have a look at what's in the box. What do we have? Foam! Great, don't need that. A pack of strings, 10s to 46s, in useful colours of red, white and blue. Hopefully that won't get confusing. We have a sticker? A sticker. No idea where I can put that. Not on guitars because I'm not 12. A pick. A really thick pick. That's a great pick. Hopefully I won't destroy that very soon. I round off picks like there's nothing else. Like this is not that new, not that old, and it's like gone rounded. So I've already moved on to the next pick for it, which looks like this. Like the difference is insane. So yeah, hopefully that won't break straight away. There is a beer mat. I do enjoy beer. I enjoy an ale. A piece of paper with that has info on limited time warranty, lifetime warranty. Excellent. And the pickup itself, which is a Mississippi Queen. So we've seen what's in the box, along with all the little goodies, is the pickup which we're going to be installing. Now I've only wired pickups twice before, so I've had some experience with it, although it took me an alarmingly large amount of time because I was fretting the entire time. Get it? Fretting. So I'm going to now install this into the neck pickup on my Ibanez, and you're going to see at least some of that in part. Hopefully I don't destroy it. Hopefully I've requested all the right fittings for the pickup, so let's just go. Let's try it. Fingers crossed.
Avec eux, je libère nos puissances enfouies.
So many hours later, it's finally done. It's installed. The pickup is in there. It's all wired up. It took hours to do because I wasn't really prepared for all of the wiring issues I was going to face. I didn't film the vast majority of the installation because it was just so boring and repetitive of me unscrewing things, taking things off, unsoldering things, then soldering them on, and then testing it out. The first time I wired it up, it was okay, but I wasn't quite satisfied, so I changed one element over, and I prefer the way it sounds. So in terms of the pickup selector that's going on, obviously in the bridge position, it's just the bridge. Then with the second position, it does get a bit weird by kind of combining the two in a strange way, because this was originally designed to then have a kind of a humbucker in both sides. Then in the middle, it's properly both pickups. In the fourth position, it is the P90 properly. That's how it will sound, because in the fifth position, it is technically still connecting the P90 to the signal, but it's really, really, really weak, which makes it really interesting to then put a high gain signal through that. You get this really stripped out kind of ghost noise, which I might continue to experiment with, or what I might do, and I probably will do, is then replace this 5-way pickup selector with a 3-way one, so it's just bridge, middle, neck. Might be interesting to go through. Obviously, the coil tap control that I've got is still only affecting the bridge position pickup because that's a humbucker, and the P90 is a single coil pickup essentially. So that's the wiring, that's the setup. Restringing it was fine, although there was one issue with one of the sets where the strings were really bent in. If you depress all the strings, can you see that? You can see it in the D string here. And if you can see that. But when you straighten those strings out, it's fine. Gave me a chance because I removed all of the kind of locking apparatus here. I removed all that, gave me a chance to get all the dust out of it. All in all, I'm happy with the sound. There's still a bit of tuning stability going on because I kind of rushed the stringing process just to try and get all of this bit kind of filmed in one day. So between that, I have taken the strings off, oiled the neck, taken the pickup out. It took me ages to figure out how to get the pickup through because I had to take off the other one to feed the wire through. You'd think I'd know that, but apparently not. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. But yeah, with all the meandering out of the way, let's just have a bit of a demo of what the pickup sounds like through some generic tones out of my board. Well, that's the installation of my Mississippi Queen net pickup into my Ibanez. I think the sound of the Ibanez has kind of really been improved. Before it was really flat and bulky and really undynamic. Now it's a lot fatter. I'm going to have a lot more fun experimenting with this sound rather than kind of flicking to it and immediately being put off by it. The thing that I'm coming away with this is that I'm definitely probably going to be installing a 3-way toggle, a 3-way pickup selector switch for this, because to kind of finically play around with the switch to try and get the 4th position, which is where the P90 really is, it's going to be a bit fiddly if I'm doing it on the fly, or there's no point in trying to combine these two sounds in other ways that aren't both or one or the other. That's going to be a really simple thing to do. Don't need to do a video on wiring that up unless you really want it. But I'm really pleased with it. Bare Knuckle Pickups are absolutely phenomenal. The MBK 1 and 2s that I've got in my other guitars are phenomenal, and they're just modded versions of Mississippi Queens and Nail Bomb humbuckers from them. I'm thinking about getting more pickups from them down the line in the future, with maybe more guitars that I buy, or maybe it's kind of a custom thing that I go for. Definitely some P90s are kind of top of my list in terms of my mind of what I want to go in that guitar. But we will see. The custom guitar is way down the line. Maybe something in the new year when I've got some time to really plan out how I'd want that to be, how I want that to look, and how to have some interesting wiring arrangements for it. But this has been really fun. I've wired up and swapped out pickups before on guitars, but I've never filmed it because I kind of did that before I started the whole channel. If you want to see more videos of me playing around with the kind of nitty-gritty stuff that my guitars have got in terms of swapping out pickups, or little tutorials on like how to change strings, if you really want that, do let me know. Or if you have any other ideas of what sorts of videos you'd like to see from me that aren't covers or sound like tutorials, I'm more than happy to know. I've got a few ideas of what I'd like to do in the new year with other content creators that I know or maybe could potentially reach out to, but that is then. This is now the end of the video, so bye.